It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. And it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport. Historic Soldier Field in Chicago. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football, and you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends, but come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
Here's Carlos Santos ready to get this one started. Off we go from Soldier Field. Cavante Turpin on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And here we see Dak Prescott taking the field, Mike, coming off what a lot of people thought was an MVP caliber season. He finished runner-up, of course, to Lamar Jackson. And people love to nitpick Dak's game. I don't know if it's because he plays for the Cowboys and people love to hate. But regardless, he is as talented as they come. He is the leader of that team. He needs to have the postseason success that he has found in the regular season. Once he does that, I'm not sure what's left to nitpick.
And a strong start on the ground. He'll get 7 on the game's first play.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
Second down and 3. A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. TJ Edwards there on the stop. Three plays in and a test. It's 3rd and 2. To throw is Prescott. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
3rd down is the down that pass rushers live for. More often than not, they know it's a passing situation, and they get to just pin their ears back and go. Here early in this game, they're able to bring down the quarterback, and I got a feeling this won't be the last time.
On 4th down, the veteran Brian Anger on to punt for Dallas. This one fielded out beyond the 25. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
You hear people talk about it all the time, and it's especially true, Mike, for young rookie quarterbacks, is just the speed of the game. They had a lot of success in college. They were probably the best player on their team, but just everything is faster. Everything happens with a little more urgency. The quarterbacks at the young age that can make that transition the quickest, everything else then tends to slow down.
Williams going to throw on the first play. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Micah Parsons, too tough to stop, gets in to bring him down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Well, not a great start to this drive offensively. You take the sack on first down, and you're thinking, all right, let's go to the ground game. Let's pick up some of the lost yardage. But then you take a loss again, and now it sets up third and real long, and you find yourself in a tough spot.
Third and long. Here's Williams. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Swift gets it from the pistol. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Mike, these are the spots that if I was a play caller, I think I'm calling up something down the field. You know the defense is really packed in tight, anticipating a run. Now's the time, play action and throw it over their head. They take a little bit more of a conservative approach. Still gets stopped for no gain. Brings up third and short.
They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We're back to Soldier Field after this. They will run it over center with Swift. And he'll work his way down inside the 40. Osa Odigizua there on the tackle. Throwing on second down, Williams. This pass caught right side. It's Allen. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. Completing that one to Carter. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
Anytime it's third and short, you better account for the running back out of the backfield. And that's exactly what they do here. Great job by the defense taking him down for a loss. Brings up fourth down.
Santos's kick is good. And the Bears will take a 3-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense going to take over now for the second time. The offense is a little slow to start percolating. 3-0 the score as they begin this drive with a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He's got the open man. That's Jalen Tolbert. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Dak. The open man is Tolbert. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He's going to run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Prescott. He's got a man open. That's Tolbert. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. That one intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. He gets free. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Bears. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see, and it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum builder.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Cowboys offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Throwing is Prescott. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. To throw is Dak. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Prescott now. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Got a man. Good job coming back for the ball on the completion. It's a gain of 19 in the air. First down, Cowboys.
Throwing a comeback route against zone coverage, it could be a little bit tricky. Remember, in zone, the defender's eyes are on the quarterback. So if your receiver doesn't sell that right and this ball's not thrown on time, you're going to end up watching that defender take this thing back the other way. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports Studios and our halftime report. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Like we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bears offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. He'll find an open man. It's Allen. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Well, any fear they might have had that they'd come out of the halftime break flat has completely gone out the window. They're not content, Mike, here, just having the lead. They're looking to extend it. A couple more plays like that, they're going to find themselves in scoring territory here very quickly.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. To throw is Williams. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the 1st down. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the 1st down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
He'll take off again. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
On 1st down, it's Swift. And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. On the bootleg, it's Williams. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bears add on to their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. They're in a 10-point hold, 13-3, as this drive starts with 1st down. pistol now for Prescott. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Montez Sweat that time fights his way in to record the sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. This pass right side caught by Lamb. Third and long. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A tough spot here. Third and long. Now Prescott. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
First down, Prescott. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
A quick throw. That's complete on the slant.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll throw again, Dak. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
The Bears offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Their lead is 10. They go back to work trying to add to it. It begins with 1st down. They'll start on the ground with Swift. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Swift. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Throw right side, caught by Odunze. And now at 1:52, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout. So 4th down, and the Aussie, Torrey Taylor, on to kick it away. Back deep to receive, the explosive Cavante Turpin. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Cowboys offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Greg, simply put, they've been off their game right from the jump.
Yeah, and sometimes it's just the way the game goes, and you can't really put your finger on it, but you feel good coming out of the week of practice. You feel really good about your game plan, and then once the ball's kicked off, nothing seems to work, and it's very frustrating because you can look great one week, and then the next week be completely taken out of your game.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Here's a screen coming for Dowdle. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Here comes 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's out of bounds with the 1st down. So they get a new set of downs and just as importantly, stop the clock.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass in a really...
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. It looked like one of the Cowboys was there to recover. Indeed, they will. And now the referee, looks like he has gotten word from replay. They're going to stop the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose? And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. To the air again. Prescott. That's down the field for Lamb. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look? And they were ready, and they took him away.
Got a man. That's Tolbert. 18 yards on the pickup there. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And it comes with 36 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Here's 2nd down and 3. Again, Prescott to the air. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter. This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. They've fought till the end, but still will come up short.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So this one in the win column for the Bears. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game and are going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.